Welcome back to Scare Me Tender, the show where we talk about all things that go bump in the night, and sometimes we bump back. We're your hosts, Will
and Tanner.
Welcome back, guys. This is episode 3 of the podcast. We really appreciate your support. If you haven't had a chance yet, subscribe, and please smash that like button, okay?
Absolutely. Just grab a hold of the like button.
Yeah.
Have your way with it.
Just go to town.
Just ravage it.
Tear it up. All right, so what did we talk about last week? Last week was...
So last week, I believe we left off on a kind of sour note because I couldn't make my mind up
That's
for
right.
what my favorite scary movie was. But I think we came to some conclusion where we were going to do a top 5.
Right.
So we actually that's one of the segments that we're doing in this episode. We got a couple things lined up for you guys.
Yeah, it's going to be we got a lot coming at you. I know it's
Guys, gals, ghouls, goblins, trolls.
All you trolleys out there, buckle up because it's going to be bumpy.
Buckle up, trolls. We're coming after you.
We're coming after you, you fucking troll. All right, so yeah, we're going to lead off this episode with our top 5 rank 'em list. We're going to go back and forth, so I'll give one, Tanner will give one. We're going to start at number 5. Tanner, will you lead off for me?
And I have a little piece of paper right here that has...
All right, you got our guide sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Tanner, give me your number 5. Number 5, favorite scary movie of all time.
Number 5?
Mm-hmm.
Hereditary.
Gotcha.
2018, Ari Aster.
Ari Aster. That's a good one. I didn't put that on my list, but you know what's funny is I was actually going to, but I took a more. I have nothing on my list after 2000s. Everything is like 1900s.
Ooh. I was going to put a couple things from like
I say that as if
the
there's
50s because we used to have that big collection of like 50 horror movies from like 1920 to 60.
Right. I'll tell
There's some weird ones in there.
Dude, the 2 best off of that collection were Screaming Skull.
Okay.
That one's great. I can't think of the date on that one. Screaming Skull is great. And The Bat.
The Bat.
The Bat with Vincent Price, yep. Because that one plays out like a murder mystery, which, if you listened last week, you know that is my forte. It's a good whodunit. Keeps you guessing right till the very end.
I want to ask if it's a bat.
There is a bat.
Is that a...
Well, is
that a spoiler?
No, the name of the movie is The Bat.
I mean, it also came out almost 100 years ago.
Right, no. The plot of the movie is like there's this serial killer running around, and the police give him the name The Bat. They call him The Bat. He doesn't dress like a bat. He dresses like in a black fucking spandex suit or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think he wears like one of those masks like a fencer would wear. You could wear for fencing. But yeah, it's really good. Vincent Price is in it. I want to say like Agnes Moorehead.
I don't know who that is. I don't know any of
Agnes
these.
Moorehead, bro? That's a real name, I swear to God.
I don't know any of them old heads, boy.
Yeah. No, Vincent Price is a horror legend. You should know that one.
I'm all about that new blood.
You're about that new blood?
No, not really, but...
So tell me a little bit, for anybody who doesn't know what Hereditary is about. Give me just a little synopsis.
Pretty much. Hereditary, like, I guess if you take it in the most literal sense, it has to do with you inheriting something, typically from a parent or the people before you or something like that.
Right.
So.
Is it good what they inherit? It's great.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
great.
Okay, how do we tackle talking about these movies without doing complete spoilers?
Don't give any spoilers, I mean, I can give a synopsis. Basically, this woman's mother passes away. She has a strained relationship with her. She has a family of her own, 2 kids and a husband. And just after the mother passes away and they've had the funeral, all kinds of crazy shit starts happening to the family.
All hell breaks loose,
All
baby.
hell breaks loose. The ending of the movie is, honestly, it's fucking iconic. And actually one of the scariest movies that I've ever seen. Just like the first time watching.
It's very jarring. That's why I put it on this list.
It sticks with you. It's fucking, it's scary.
And it's definitely a solid pick for horror that's coming out nowadays. I mean, I guess it did come out like 6 years ago, but
the shit coming out nowadays, yeah, like since like 2010 onward, is so much fucking scarier in my opinion, than the shit that they were putting out. Like, there's certain movies, like The Exorcist is fucking iconic. It's not on my list. But, like, The Exorcist is fucking iconic. The time when it came out, it was the scariest fucking thing ever made. I remember watching, I think it was Insidious, which it didn't make my list, but Insidious is fucking, to me, that is the scariest film I've ever seen. I didn't put it on my list because it's not something that I would rewatch over and over again. But the first time I ever saw Insidious, I sat, like, it was me and a couple of my friends, and we went to the movies, and when I left that movie theater, bro, I was in, like, 11th grade. We were all fucking shook. It's the scariest movie I've ever seen. Like, and I don't mean, like, it doesn't hold up on rewatch. It's not scary after you've seen it once and after you know what's going to happen. But, like, bro, that shit fucking scarred me to the point where, bro, I was in 11th grade, like, nearly, like, 18 years old. So, like, I'm probably, like, 16 or 17 at the time. Dog, I could not sleep without my television set on for, like, 2 months straight. And, like, being at the house by myself, man, I was always fucking scared that some kind of, like, I thought, like, the fucking Red Man or one of the other demons from that movie were going to pop.
Darth Maul was about to pop out of your closet. Bro,
that's the thing, man. Like, okay. So, like, people were like, oh, he's not scary. He looks like Darth Maul. And I was like, no, the fuck he doesn't.
Dude, Darth Maul is scary as fuck.
I didn't find Darth Maul to be scary, though, when I was young, man.
I mean...
Like, I remember I saw Phantom Menace came out in 1999, right?
Well, I didn't. It's just because there's never any, like, scary tone in any Star Wars movie.
Right. I was a baby boy when that movie came out. Like, I was maybe in, like, 1st or 2nd grade. But, like, Darth Maul didn't bother me. Like, we had a Darth Maul mask at the house. No, we didn't. We had a Jar Jar Binks mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was scary.
We used to run around the house and fucking put on the Jar Jar Binks mask.
Dude, he's got, like, snail eyes and, like, a weird... Dude,
scare the
he looks
fuck out of you.
Dude, Jar Jar Binks looks crazy.
So funny, bro.
But
no, that movie.
But Darth Maul is definitely scary.
It scared the shit out of me. And then I remember, like, 2 weeks later, my buddy Ryan was like, him and his brother were watching, like, The Exorcist, and I sat there and watched it with him. And I was like, I was shook by the scene where she's masturbating with the cross. That fucking shook me.
Wait.
Yeah, bro. There's a scene. You've not seen The Exorcist? All the way through?
I know I have, but I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I fall asleep to a lot of movies.
Yeah, I sleep to The Exorcist, man.
Well, I mean, shit will just be playing.
Yeah, I feel
and then you have the sleep timer. I have a bad habit of going to sleep to movies, dude. And dude, I swear to God, I was trying to watch like Iron Man 2 or something for like 2 weeks, and I just couldn't fucking do it because I kept falling asleep.
You get like 15 minutes in each time.
Dude, I was on this crazy ass loop of just trying to watch through the entire series of Harry Potter, and just falling asleep halfway through every single movie. But the next night, I'm not gonna replay the movie,
right? Because
Desiree already watched. My girlfriend, she already watched it, so she's not gonna watch the same movie. I'm gonna put on the next one,
right? And
then the same shit happens. I fall asleep halfway through that, and then it just keeps going. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll rewind it back because the movies are long as fuck, dude. All of them are like 2.5 hours long.
Each one's at least 2 hours.
So you can go through like an hour and
that's not counting the extended cut shit.
Yeah, you can cut through like an hour and be like, okay, this is about where I fell asleep. And then, dude, it still doesn't work. 15 minutes after that, I'm out.
What were we talking about? Oh, okay. But we watched that, and that movie did not scare me half as bad as Insidious did, The Exorcist. So what I'm saying is, like, at the time The Exorcist came out, bro, it had like America moviegoers in like a stranglehold, dude. It was like people were like vomiting and fucking getting sick as shit and all, bro, just like having to be carted out of the theater. It was like the worst thing they had ever seen.
From Insidious?
Yes. No. From The Exorcist.
Oh.
And then, like, I watch it as, like, now, and I'm like, oh, man, this is kid play.
Dude.
This is
I mean,
nothing.
you watch Terrifier
I almost said
once.
child's play.
You watch Terrifier once, or, dude, I haven't even seen it, but all you have to... You just have to hear about what happens.
Well, there's just...
And it's... Okay, I'm not going to tell you... I'm not going to spoil it. It's horrible,
just that
though.
One scene.
It sets a precedence for anything else that you see, where it's like, dude, nothing... Yeah. I mean, it's so jarring.
You know what's actually crazy? If you've seen 2 is even...
I haven't seen any of the
2 is
Terrifiers.
actually
They're
a good
ridiculous.
movie. The first one isn't that good of a movie. It's just shocking. This one fucking scene is just so shocking. But Terrifier 2 is actually, bro, it's like 2.5 hours long. It's actually good, and they almost like nothing is ever going to up the ante on that kill from the first one, which we're not going to tell you because I don't want to spoil anything. But 2 is chock full of good kills, over the top shit, and it's actually a good movie. So I advise everybody to watch it. And if you're going to watch 2, you might as well watch 1. So do that. All right. So
all right, sir.
Your number 5 was.
What's your Mambo number 5?
What was your number 5? Oh, Hereditary. My number 5 is Friday the 13th, Part 4. Part 4 came out in 1984 and was directed by a man named Joseph Zito, or Zito. I have no idea if he did anything else. Most of those guys didn't. The directors were not that good. And most of the Friday the 13th movies aren't that good either. But they do have some memorable characters and some memorable kills. And none more than Part 4. Part 4 not only introduced us to the character of Tommy Jarvis, played by Corey Feldman, but it also gave us Crispin Glover, which we love Crispin Glover.
He's so wacky.
Crispin Glover gives one of the most iconic performances I've ever seen.
In all of his roles.
I know.
He's completely different each time.
He's a madman, a lunatic, if you will. He gives us the famous, I don't even know what the song is, but he puts on a song for this girl, and he dances like a fucking lunatic.
Oh, my God, I remember.
And if you haven't seen it, please look up Crispin Glover, Friday the 13th dance. Just type that in. You will not be disappointed, I promise you.
Are we going to put a link
We will try to find a link for that, and we're going to drop it below. If we can't find a link for that, sorry. But yes, we will.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4, drum roll. Go.
Hobo with a Shotgun.
Hobo with a... You don't even like that movie. What? You don't even like that movie.
Exactly. And my reasoning is because it's just so over the top, but that's why it's on this list for best horror, just because horror has evolved nowadays to a point where it's not even like, I don't even know what it is, dude. It can be so many different things. It can be an actual like psychological thing. It can just be really jarring with what's going on.
What about
Hobo with a Shotgun is so fucking insane, dude.
It is.
It is one of the most insane movies I have ever seen in my life.
Give us
aside from
what is the plot of Hobo with a Shotgun?
It's like some sort of post-apocalyptic America scene where it's like the government's all fucked and there's a bunch of crime and stuff. Yeah. The main character is a hobo.
What does he do?
All he wants to do
is mow his grass.
Is fucking mow the lawn for the little strip that he just settles on because he's homeless. He doesn't. But he wants to upkeep it because he's got,
he's got standards.
He's got somewhat
he's got standards,
level of standards.
In this fucked up world, somebody's got to have them.
Dude, and let me tell you, the world in Hobo with a Shotgun is insanely fucked up.
Yeah, I remember I own that movie on DVD. It's crazy as fuck. It's not worth watching more than once.
No.
But you should watch it at least once.
It's up there, yeah.
Because Rutger Hauer, that's the guy that plays...
It's hard to sit
the hobo.
Through.
He gives a great performance, and the supporting cast of villains, they are just over the top.
Dude, they are crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think there's a man in like a metal fucking suit. There's a dude maybe with a hockey stick. That's
I just remember like the classic regular like goon character that just acts fucking insane.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
He's always tweaking out, dude. He's Jesus Christ.
He's like jacked, but he has the demeanor of a meth head. But he's fucking
dude,
like...
That's scary.
He's like... It's like he looks like... There's an actor, and I can't think of his name, but it actually might be that actor. Let me see if I can actually... Give me 1 second. Hobo with a Shotgun. Hobo with a Shotgun. Where's the cast? Give me the cast list. IMDb. Rob Wells is in this. The dude... the guy from... Do you remember this? The guy from Trailer Park Boys is in this.
Which character?
Not Julian... The guy,
Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky's in it.
I think I do remember that now.
I think it's Gregory Smith. Is it this guy, Slick?
I think so,
okay.
Yeah. He's got like really tight glasses on.
Yes, Gregory Smith.
They look like Oakleys or some shit.
Yeah, let's see.
But they're all black. It's
Slick.
fucking insane.
We're gonna have we'll throw some pics up for you.
We'll throw up some pics.
Oh, I'll throw some pics up for you. Yeah.
Couple
Slick and Ivan.
Slick and Ivan.
These two fuckers? Yeah,
What a
dude.
duo.
One looks like Zach Baggins, actually. Like, straight up.
Bro.
Yeah, that's them. They're
You're
nuts.
on the left with the...
Yes, they're fucking nuts.
Dude.
Can you imagine? Oh, my God. All right, so yeah, I did not see that one coming. That's a wild pick for you.
I'm a wild man.
You are. You're a lunatic.
I'm a wild boy.
It's out of your goddamn mind.
You might see me in the woods behind your house.
All right, my number 4 is Candyman. Not the remake.
The original?
The original from 1992.
It's still solid.
Directed by Bernard Rose. It is, in my opinion, one of the most rewatchable horror movies. It's great. The ending is great. It's tragic. Tony Todd is iconic. I mean, that's literally how he got his big break was. And now, I mean, you see Tony Todd in so much shit that you wouldn't even realize. But he's just like, he's gotten to the same level as like Robert Englund.
And Tony Todd is the Candyman.
Tony Todd is the Candyman. Robert Englund, of course, is Freddy Krueger.
The Hook Man.
But
and why does he have the hook?
Candyman's story is that he was like, he's either a slave or he was a freedman or something like that, but he slept with a white man's daughter back in like the 1800s, and this dude didn't like that too much, so they covered him. They chopped off his hand and covered his ass in bees and let the bees sting him to death.
Well, that's fucked up.
It's crazy.
I will say,
it's pretty good.
Fucking a man's wife.
It wasn't his wife; it was a daughter.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Yeah,
unless you're romantically, involved with your daughter.
Right.
We don't condone that.
But yeah, so Tony Todd is great. Very scary. Virginia Madsen plays the main character. She's fucking good. She's like a she's like a student, and she's doing like a research essay on this neighborhood in, I think, Chicago called Cabrini Green. And I think it's a real place. And in real life, and it's actually based on a short story by Clive Barker, who also gave us Hellraiser and Midnight Meat Train and all kinds of shit. But it's great. They took some liberties with the film, but Clive Barker approved, and it's my number 4. Check it out. All right, so that brings us to 3.
Number 3.
Tanner.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna say Creepshow 2.
Ooh, Creepshow 2?
Creepshow 2.
You say 2, not 1.
Yes.
One is a superior film, though.
Creepshow 2 is on my list, though.
Okay, all right.
I'm setting the fucking rules.
Okay, all right. So what is it about Creepshow 2? First off, just tell me why Creepshow 2 and not Creepshow 1.
I think just because I have the physical copy of Creepshow. I think that doesn't even work because I have both of them.
Right. Why 2, though? Oh, first off, what year did Creepshow 2 come out?
Creepshow 2 came out in 1987.
Right.
I was there.
Right.
I was not there.
And it's directed by
Michael Gornick?
So this one's actually not it's not Stephen King, and because the first one was directed by George Romero and Stephen King. I don't think 2 is directed by those two.
Well, it's just I think I really liked all of the. I think I just enjoyed the segments in it more than the segments in Creepshow 1.
That's insane to me, but it's your list.
Just because, not that they were better, and not that they were. I think it's just because they were funnier. Just because. It was more over the top. It was like 1. I think they give you 5 stories, and 3 they give you. Or sorry, in Creepshow 2, they give you 3.
There's only 3 in Creepshow 2?
Yeah.
So they're longer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Juicier.
Juicy. We like it juicy. That's fine. I support your pick. I, respect your decision, but that's just... actually, no, I don't.
Dude, don't ick my
Dude, Creepshow 2 is just... It's dog shit compared to... You have, what, the fucking... Okay, I'm going to list off... Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. You dare me?
Don't you fucking do it.
I'm going to do it, bro. Okay, so Creepshow 2...
You son of a bitch.
...has the Cigar Store Indian segment, okay?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
You think I don't know fucking Creepshow 2?
Indian, the fucking muck swamp with the
I'm
blob.
sorry, Native American.
Oh yeah, sorry, guys. But no, that's what they call it though. That's not.
In the movie, I guess
It's
they
a
do.
cigar store Indian. Come on, it's Native American, but
But it is a Native American.
But that
person.
is what that thing.
Okay,
that's
go with
what
your
that
point.
thing is called though. Oh, the hitchhiker.
Yeah.
Is it not where she hits the?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's some strong points, but overall, it's just
I think just because I've watched Creepshow 2
more.
yeah.
And then
So it's my
one-
personal number 3 for rewatchability.
Okay. See, I think I didn't even
Just
put-
for that one's rewatchability. No,
I
not
did-
all of these on my list are necessarily on there they're on there for different reasons. But
I didn't even think about Creepshow, but if I had thought about it, I would have put it on my list for rewatchability.
number 3, buddy.
Yeah, Creepshow.
Or do you want to keep
Creepshow
on
superior?
trying to hop on my dick?
Nah, it's all good. I'll let you have your thing.
You give me my thing back, dude.
Yeah, you can have
Get
your
that thing out your mouth.
Right. All right. So my number 3 is The Thing,
Oh shit!
1982, directed by John Carpenter.
Comedic timing right there, brother.
The Thing, yes.
Hey.
The Thing is a movie about a group of It's an Arctic research team. They are stationed in Antarctica. It stars God.
And not the one that Michael B. Jordan is taking yearly flights to, right?
I'm sorry.
And the likes of them, the elites. You know, they take regular trips to Antarctica.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost.
I think that's a conspiracy or something.
The Michael B. Jordan?
Well, he's one of them.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael
Not
B. Jordan's been to like either the North Pole, South Pole. He's been to Santa's workshop.
Has he?
No, but he's been to Antarctica. Like
Okay.
I know, well, I don't know this for certain because it
Right.
is still an article or whatever. Things can be faked, but there are people that are just like taking regular trips to Antarctica. And it's like, why? Yeah,
What's up there? What are they hiding? What are you hiding? Where are you?
Tim Allen is in a fucking bunker.
Yeah,
50 feet
the night
under
the
the ice.
reindeer died.
Lee Majors.
So anyway, The Thing stars Kurt Russell. Lee Majors, you've been a good boy this year.
Mm-hmm.
It stars Kurt Russell and God, what's that other actor's name? Checking real quick. It's gonna hit me as soon as I pull it up. Keith David. I didn't even have to look it up. I started typing and it came to me.
Lakeith Stanfield.
So yeah, Keith David, Kurt Russell, they're part of this Arctic research team. While they're there, there is something that comes over from another base that is run by Norwegians, and it's an alien parasite that can basically replicate the form of its host. Or anybody, pretty much. If it gets a hold of you, it can replicate you. So it will kill you, discard you, and it will take your form.
Yeah,
So
I
nobody
think like
knows where it's at.
isn't like the first form that they show. It's like it's a dog, right? And that's not
Yeah,
really
it
a
comes-
spoiler because
right.
that's literally in the beginning
Right,
of the movie.
yeah. You know, it comes over as a dog to them. And
And you're
then
talking
from
about the
there-
original thing, right? Because
I'm
there
talk-
was a remake,
Well, no, okay, check
which
this out.
is actually
That's actually a prequel.
yeah.
Yeah. But check this out. So, no, there is actually... Okay, so the John Carpenter Thing is actually a remake of The Thing from Another World from 1950-something. Okay?
Ooh.
It's not as good. This one is much better. It's actually one of the few times where a remake is actually better than the original. So John Carpenter uses a lot of special effects, practical effects too. They're really good. But I think it's John Carpenter's best movie. He's also directed some real bangers. He did Halloween, the original. He did They Live. They Live is also great. That had They Live, yeah, with Roddy Piper and Keith David. That I considered that one for my list, but I went with The Thing instead, and I didn't want to double up on directors, so it didn't make the cut.
So that was your number 3?
That's my number 3.
That was a solid pick.
Thank
The
you.
Thing is pretty scary. I don't think I've watched it all the way through.
It's
but whenever I did see it, like not even when I was growing up, because I don't think I even heard about it when I was like a little guy. Whenever
Right.
I was like a teenager, I remember not watching it because I think I was watching some YouTube video, probably Watch Mojo Top 10 Scary Shit, and then I was shit. I was watching like some kind of Watch Mojo top 10 thing of like scariest monsters in all of movies, and
that one's up there.
it showed just like a screen grab or like some kind of miniature clip of like the thing going crazy. It was fucking scary.
Yeah, when it bursts out of that dude, it's good. Cause you don't see or when it comes out the dog,
Not the dog, man.
bro, it's nuts. Cause there's a scene. Give me 1 second, actually.
Yeah, we can't really continue the conversation till you get back from.
I gotta pee. I'm pissing out Monster Energy right now.
Let's not say anything about Monster Energy because I might like to do some business with
that's
with
true.
them in the
Yeah.
future. Just
We don't
because
wanna-
we do consume a good amount of Monster
My-
on this show.
You're right, and my piss just looked like the color of the thing I just drank.
I mean, it was green, it was fluorescent, and
Oh yeah, dude, this shit you could have. It was.
you couldn't even put that in a damn bottle,
It was
bro.
glowing in the dark. Shit's radioactive. But yeah, no, the thing has some great special effects. Definitely.
Practical too.
Oh, they're all practical.
I mean, practical effects.
Yeah, there's no CGI whatsoever.
Well, you
It's
said
it's
there
all-
was cool. You said it's like CGI right before it, didn't you?
No, I said no CGI. There's
Oh.
no CGI in 1982. They didn't have it. It's all practical. And yeah, they did a great fucking
That's
job.
nuts.
So, that's my number 3.
All right, getting down to number 2. Getting down to it. I'm gonna say. I don't think you've seen this movie, but it's called They Look Like People.
Okay.
Came out in 2015. It was very
I've never
like
heard of
super independent, made by some I believe he's either French or some European. His name's Perry Blackshear,
this. Mm-hmm.
but he wrote, directed, he fucking produced. He did literally everything for this movie.
They look.
It's
like
so
people.
crazy, bro. It's really good. It made me cry because it's really good,
Really.
dude. It's because it's powerful.
You
The
know
shit
what's
that this
crazy?
man
I've seen
experiences.
this pop up before on Tubi.
The shit that this man experiences is some powerful shit, dude.
What happens?
It's basically like he's pretty much hearing these voices that are like telling him not that the world's gonna end, but like there's people that are people aren't people.
Mhm.
It's just that they look like people because
are they?
it's aliens that are hiding in their skin that are gonna burst out on this specific day that he keeps getting like inched toward. It's crazy. He's like hearing these voices and shit that are like trying to tell him how to like save the world and shit.
First thing that comes up is the movie They Look Like People about. I don't know. Is it?
Well,
What's your takeaway?
I mean, it is.
Okay.
I was trying to avoid that because it would
Right.
be a major spoiler.
Well, let's not go any farther then with it. Everybody, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to put it on my watch list. Check out They Look Like People on Tubi.
Well, I think I saw it on Hulu.
We're plugging it on Tubi, goddammit. We don't
I'm
do
all about Tubi.
We don't do business with Disney Corp.
What?
Hulu's owned by Disney.
Oh,
We don't do business with Disney.
the big merge.
Yeah, the big mouse getting his cheese up.
Damn.
Speaking of,
Man,
can't
I
wait to
heard
go to
Disney was filled with rats, bruh.
What are you talking about?
And ain't even mouses.
Bro, had to call the vet because I found out my dog was a rat.
God.
There's a song like that,
That's
right?
a solid, yeah. I believe that's Lil Baby.
Had to call the vet.
That's a solid line, though.
Had to because I found out my dog was a rat.
Yeah. That's
I guess
clever.
yeah, it's not bad.
Found out your friend snitched on you, so
Damn, sad. So
you had to call the
he
veterinarian.
had to call the veterinarian. I don't know why. Yo, my
Yo.
dog's a rat.
Yo, this man.
Bro, this ain't no dog. This a rat. Can you imagine if I called
That's a
him?
big ass rodent.
He's like, not my problem. Click.
Dude, can you imagine thinking you had a fucking dog or like going to your friend's house? He's like, dude, I just got a new dog.
Well, that's like that
You
shit.
pull up, he's got a fucking ginormous mouse or
What?
like rat on a fucking chain.
That's like those pictures where it's like, hey, I found this puppy. He's friendly. And
Some
it's like
Elder
it's
Scrolls level
It's
fucking...
like a fucking possum or some shit.
Dude, I've seen clips of motherfuckers walking monkeys, walking possums, raccoons, squirrels.
There's a guy in Conway that has a pet raccoon that rides around with him.
I think he used to have a squirrel too.
Probably does.
I think there was a guy in Conway who has a squirrel too.
There's this dude I work with who, I swear to God, I overheard him one day talking about how he raises fucking squirrels in his house. He also has a lot of cats, and he's nasty as fuck. He's a cook. It's gross. You know his house must smell like fucking piss and shit, just nonstop.
It's like that Key and Peele skit where the two friends, whatever. I think one of them's named Leon or something, but he's got he's like, yeah, man, I got a ratatouille. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You got a ratatouille? He's got like a pet rat that brings him a sandwich, but it's got like rat shit on the bread. It's got like mouse bites taken out of the sandwich bread, and he's like, dude, he fucking bit into the sandwich. He's like, a good chef's got to taste his food first. I mean, you're not lying, but shit.
Is the mouse actually making him sandwiches though?
Yeah, the mouse brought him a fucking
like,
sandwich.
He's got shit on it. And
he shit on the sandwich. He's a fucking rat.
Right.
You can't have a fucking rat shit on your...
Gotta taste his food.
You can't have a rat make your food for you, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Even if he did, it's gonna be dirty as hell.
The hands are disgusting.
Fucking nasty, dude.
But by the way, Ratatouille is a great movie.
Yeah.
It's in my top 5.
I just think about, like, whenever I
It's
hear...
in my top 5 horror movies.
What, Ratatouille?
It's in my top 5 Pixar movies.
Dude, it's a slasher.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, it was so fucked.
Bro.
Whenever you find out how, like, Remy's actually controlling Linguini.
How's he doing it?
Pubic hairs. Is that horror or is that just smut? Now we're just getting into the... we're getting into the 3.5 Men territory. You're talking
with that same smut...
We're getting into the 2.5 Men territory.
Using that smutty brain of yours, like those fools who made Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. By the way, on a side note, before we finish our list off, can people please stop? Like, anytime something becomes public domain, they're like, people just jump on it. They're like,
I mean, just because you can,
doesn't mean you
should.
Never. I mean, it usually means you shouldn't. But like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh is...
The fact that you can usually means that you shouldn't?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Yes. Dude, if it...
You can have a job, should you not have a job?
Bro, fuck jobs.
Jobs are gay.
No, dude, I'm just so tired of, like, we were just talking about this before we started the show.
The Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Neither one of us have seen it. I read the plot for it. I'm not going to watch that crap because Winnie the Pooh, as much as I love horror, Winnie the Pooh has a very special place in my heart, and I just don't think it should be touched by jackasses who want to just take like something wholesome and pure and turn it into fucking...
And if we have any artists in the audience, I need you to draw the most crazy, fucked up images of Winnie the Pooh and send them to Will.
Yeah, do that.
That's how we cheat engagement right there.
Right.
That's what the big wigs at YouTube don't want you to know. I've cracked it.
But no, we started that off because like Steamboat Willie just became public domain, and of course, within like a week of it being in free use, or it's about to be free use. As far as I know, there's 2 movies slated as upcoming projects that are going to be Steamboat Willie haunted horror fucking movies with just like a killer deranged mouse on a steamboat, I guess.
Steamboat Willie.
Just dumb. Stop. And
all I saw was like the poster.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I think I might want to see it.
Oh God, why?
Not to like think that is. I mean, it might be good, as in like it's bad funny. Most of the horror movies that we enjoy the most it's because they're bad and funny.
Right. No, I didn't put.
They're funny because they're bad.
I didn't put Friday the 13th Part 4 on this list because it's a great movie. I put it on here because it's absolutely...
Crispin Glover's goofy ass.
Yeah, and it's bad. As a matter of fact, none of the Friday the 13th movies are actually good. They just have high kill counts and. Yeah,
it's an okay story, I guess. Of like,
it's really not.
I can.
It's really not.
Well, I mean, it's easy to sympathize, I guess, with somebody who's like bullied or taken advantage of and then dies, and then he's coming back to get revenge. But is he really? Because
okay, so the thing with
this is just random people that had nothing to do with it.
Right, the thing with Jason is like I feel like none of
he's just killing, dude.
At no point during any of the films in the franchise do I actually feel sympathy for his deformed ass. I'm just like, no, I don't. But it's like you don't have any connection to any of the counselors or the teens in the movies or him. So you're just, because you don't have any real pull either way, you're just rooting for the highest, like, who's going to die next. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you just want to see someone die.
Right. You don't care. That's why you watch it. You're rooting for him more than you're rooting for them.
We're going to take a little break.
Are we?
And then we're going to reveal our number ones.
Oh, no, we're on 2.
Oh.
We're going to reveal our number.
I already did. I did my 2.
What was your 2?
It was They Look Like People, 2015.
Oh, okay. So before we go, I'd already mentioned this one last week, but my number 2 is Scream from 1996, directed by Wes Craven, because I love a whodunit, and it reinvented the genre.
The original, right?
The original. Yep, Scream 1. So, yep, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after these ads. Do you want something that'll get you violently high?
I want Kratom.
Kratom.
I'm high on Kratom.
Kratom. Buy it. Buy it. God, I love advertisements. We're back. And I think when we last left off, I think we're at number 1 now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Number
I
1.
mentioned mine last week. It's my number 1 is The Silence of the Lambs from 1991, directed by Jonathan Demme. Reason being is very rewatchable. Love the vibes. Great cast. Jodie Foster's great. Anthony Hopkins fucking kills it as Hannibal Lecter. It's just all around. It's the only horror movie to ever win an Oscar. Because, I mean, it is a thriller, but at the heart of it, it's a horror film. It's the greatest horror movie ever made, in my opinion. And
so, would you say that what's her name is the main character, or Hannibal
is
the main character?
The main character is definitely it's Jodie Foster. It's Clarice Starling. She is the main character of the movie. And but I mean, Anthony Hopkins absolutely fucking steals the spotlight completely. I mean, she's great. She's iconic. You know, her acting is, you know, very memorable. But like when you think Silence of the Lambs,
yeah,
you don't think Jodie Foster. You
No.
think about Hannibal motherfucking Lecter, and you think about
Hannibal the Cannibal.
Right. And the thing is, when you think of the name Hannibal Lecter, there's been other people that have played him. Brian Cox actually played him. The first time that Hannibal Lecter ever appeared on the screen was Mindhunter, which is also a great movie. But
Mindhunter or Mind?
Oh, I'm sorry, not Mindhunter.
Like
Manhunter. Manhunter, which it's different.
Say, how the fuck do you hunt a landmine?
Yeah, it's no Manhunter, and it's Brian Cox plays Hannibal Lecter in that. That came out first, and then Silence of the Lambs came out afterwards. It didn't have Brian Cox, it had Anthony Hopkins, and people loved Anthony Hopkins in the movie so much that they actually remade Manhunter as Red Dragon with
Red Dragon.
Yeah, with Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter.
Shaolin Shogun Showdown.
The funny thing about that is Red Dragon is a remake of Manhunter with Anthony Hopkins. Manhunter is actually the better film. It's better than the one with Anthony Hopkins. But Silence of the Lambs is the best.
Fuck Anthony Hopkins.
No, I'm not saying that, but Anthony Hopkins, he absolutely fucking kills it.
I mean, like...
He is Hannibal Lecter.
Have sex with him.
You would?
I'm telling you to.
Yeah, no.
It's not a question. So
you have to do it now.
It's a demand.
Right.
Well, as your boss... I'm going to take...
Oh, you're my boss.
Well, I'm taking executive action against you.
Oh, are you? Okay.
So...
Right.
I mean, I could...
Yeah.
I could bump your pay down a little bit. I mean...
Right. I'm getting paid. I don't want to lose anything, so...
Yeah, you don't.
Have to do whatever you say. So, yeah, that's my number 1.
Yeah, don't forget who's got who by the balls here.
Yeah, right. Who's your number 1?
All right.
Drum roll.
My
Go.
number one, House, 1977, Yoshitaka Sakamoto.
That's a great pick. The only reason why I did not put that on my list was because I figured out it was on your list, and I didn't want us to.
Yeah.
It would have been
We
great
had a big goof.
if you hadn't told me ahead of time.
I had a
it was
big
on
goof.
your list. Then it would have been like, oh shit.
That's because I couldn't think of the fucking name, because
It's all good.
it almost has nothing to do with
No,
what is going on.
it's by far the craziest horror movie I've ever seen.
It's crazier than Hobo with a Shotgun.
It is it is a top 5 craziest movies I've ever seen, because just when you think you know what's going on, you don't.
You
have no fucking clue.
It's literally like the perfect example of never let them know your next move.
Right.
In a movie form.
Yeah. And it works on every single fucking it's just
it hits every nerve.
Is it scary? No. Is it fucking
Dude,
absolutely batshit insane? Yes.
It's so crazy. And it's not even like it's jarring from how insane the things that are happening are. It's not even that it's like hyper violent or anything like that. I don't think anything.
Even if you know, like, from somebody telling you, oh, that's a crazy movie, you're not prepared for how absolutely fucking insane House is. And honestly, this is one of those movies that there's nothing gory about it. There's nothing. I mean, there might be a little bit of gore, but you can take your kids to this one. Kids will love it. I mean, it's absolutely batshit
I don't think
crazy.
so.
There's cats. There's other kids their age. I mean, it's fucking it's great. It's family fun for the whole family. Take your kids. Take your kids to see House. It's great. It's a great movie.
It's insane, dude.
What year did it come out? 70s?
77.
77. Boy, what a year.
Yeah, I was there. It was nuts.
Can you imagine being on that set?
No.
I think we should dude, I'm sure there is a fuck ton of
I genuinely don't think I can imagine
stories
being
or
on that set.
There's got to be a shit ton of info about the making of that movie. Somebody should make a documentary.
Ooh.
Or we should have an episode where we just talk. We should do research and just talk about how fucking nuts.
Just like a 20-minute breakdown of just House.
Yeah. We'll do
roughly 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, we'll have to do a viewing because we watched it together.
Yeah.
But we need to do it again, and just
if I can
take notes and
do a little research on, what exactly you can do when you insert clips and stuff. Because I've been putting a lot of pictures in. Shout out to the editor.
Yeah, you've done a great job. Honestly, I have to applaud you. You have, because even though I know because I've listened to the fucking shit so many times on without the picture, but once you see the final product, I'm like, damn, we did good, and you did a great job editing. So I'm gonna thank you. You've done a fantastic job.
As someone who's never edited a video, never recorded, ever had any kind of internet show.
Yeah, man, I think you've done a great job.
I try.
Yeah, that's all you can do. But yeah, House is great, and that is I'm gonna give you
a little pat on the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the golf clap. I'm golf clapping right now. Oh no, I'm Dumbledore clapping. That's the.
He hits the back of his hand.
Bro, there's a scene in I think it's Sorcerer's Stone or something where he's just clapping the back of his hand, he's got it in the gay position. Hand out. I mean, if you can see what I'm doing right now. But yeah. Maybe dude, actually real quick, let me see.
Did you just use gay as a derogatory term?
No, it's just it's just a hand.
It's just an observation.
Right.
I'm just world building.
Let's see, Dumbledore hand clap, because I just want to know if we can put a picture of this.
People are going to be like, these guys are being racist and sexist and homophobic and try to pass it on as world building.
Why does Dumbledore clap like that?
Okay, it's not just us.
Right here. Yes,
dude,
bro, he taps.
Bro, he was just lightly tapping the back of his fingers.
Yes.
Not even his hand.
It's so weird.
That's
but
not a clap.
It totally it makes sense. What's funny is this guy, Richard, is it Sir Richard Harris? Yeah. He knew Dumbledore was gay before J.K. Rowling knew Dumbledore was gay. He's like, oh yeah, this guy, and then he died. That actor died, and then Michael Gambon replaced him. But he knew this guy. He knew. He said, "Oh, Dumbledore, yeah, he's gay."
Is old Michael Gambon still around?
No, Michael Gambon died this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
So did Snape. Well, not
No,
this year.
Snape died years ago, but
yeah, I mean, so he also died. Not he died this year.
They're
as well.
like, slowly but surely, every member of the Harry Potter cast is dying.
They're being taken out by
Hagrid's dead. Snape is dead.
One of the twins died. I know they died in the movie.
No,
Spoiler alert.
No,
if you haven't seen Harry Potter.
Both the twins are still alive.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the few times where like they actually got real twins and didn't choose the same actor twice. But
well, there's two sets of twins. There's the Indian girls.
Yeah, I think they're both alive too.
Pavarotti, I think, and then something else, and then
yeah,
and then Fred and George.
Actual Indian, not Native American. So, just throwing that out there since Tanner wanted to correct me.
Well,
He's
yeah,
right.
no need to correct me.
Well, I'm not correcting you. I'm just saying for our viewers at home, if you're not familiar with Harry Potter, which I don't know why you wouldn't be. Harry Potter's like the best franchise ever. So.
Unless you're
like every single movie bangs. There's not a single weak point. Wait.
You told us, or you told me that what's his name? That y'all tried to take him to see one of the Harry Potter movies. He was like, I don't get it.
No. That was He went to Uncle Tom went to see.
I'll probably even take out this part so we can.
He randomly went with us to see Corpse Bride.
No.
Which, if you knew,
I don't understand that.
If you knew, that's like the strangest movie that he could have been taken to. I think he just wanted to get out of the house. I don't know.
Let's get off of Uncle John.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't want to name drop Uncle John.
Come here, Uncle John's band.
The less family members I can have listening to this actively,
yeah,
I feel the better.
For some reason, I don't. Yeah, our mother listens to this as well.
And I mean, I appreciate that she wants
to
support.
Yeah, there's certain things that
this isn't for her.
No.
So this doesn't align with anything that she values or stands on whatsoever.
Right, it's like if they're listening to your rap music.
You trying to dig on my shit, bro?
No, it's just saying there's things that you say in those
my
songs.
Totally serious rap career that lasted a year and a half.
Right, it's like things you say in there that's like
I didn't have any official songs.
I don't know how much shame you have, but I wouldn't want, if that was my music, I wouldn't want my mother hearing it. No comment. But yeah, no, that's our back to, we're getting off topic. That's our top 5. You rank them, slash off, which actually
hack off.
In maybe not next episode, but in the future, look, we're going to be doing a
I think we should call it either, what was it? It was
slash off.
No, we just made that up.
Hack 'em.
Hack off would be really good, but what was it? Something rank 'em and rank 'em or
rank
shank
'em and right, the shank 'em.
Rank 'em or shank 'em.
Rank 'em or shank 'em. In the future, though, in another episode coming up, we don't know when, but look out for it. We're going to be taking horror icons and putting them against each other. We're going to be doing stat for stat, tit for tat.
I will say, I'm seeing this on the TV right now, but the Murdaugh family.
Fall of the House of Murdaugh.
Classic.
I actually just watched a documentary.
Relevant, and it's local.
Yeah, that's real horror right there.
Oh,
if you're not familiar with
Alec Murdaugh is a sick motherfucker.
I don't know, man. I don't dude. Some part. Okay, this is gonna sound.
I mean, it's sick that he killed his family.
Okay, this is gonna sound fucked up, but part of me doesn't believe he did it. And even with the evidence against him, I was still rooting for him to get off. Is that fucked up?
Why?
Because I'm like, I don't know, man. For some reason, like, even when it's like,
I don't buy it. That's what you're saying.
Maybe it's like the whole thing where it's like you're rooting for Jason to kill all the teens even though they've done nothing wrong. I kind of wanted him to get away with it.
This is real life.
I know, but I think it's like there's a disconnect where I'm not.
I guess it's like, well, I was going to say,
For some reason, man, I just sometimes it's like when it's like when a motherfucker escapes from jail. All right, I am of the mind where if you are able to break out of jail, that is not easy. And if you've seen the motherfuckers in jail, they are not the brightest bulbs. It's just not like. But like, bro, if you
They
can
got the best and the brightest.
if you are able to get out of jail, I don't even care how heinous your crime is. I feel like you should just be like, you did it. You're out. You're free. You've gained your freedom. However, the issue with that is that a lot of these people that do break out of jail, they kill again or they commit even more heinous crimes. And you know what? I feel like if they it's a very hot take. I feel like if there wasn't such punishment, like if people weren't still looking for you, if like okay, let's say you got out of jail and you got out and there was just a crowd of people there and they're like, you did it. You're free. Pat you on the back and send you on your way. Enjoy your life. Maybe people wouldn't break out of jail and do more horrible shit.
I think
to stay out
I
of
think
jail.
that's probably the main reason that they're in jail, Will.
Right, I know
It's
that.
because they're horrible
I know that, but I'm saying like if you
these crazy fucks that actually manage to escape,
Right.
and then the even more specific ones where they kill again because they were killers before, and they're in there because they fucking committed murder.
Oh man, I think escaping jail is.
If you just got a misdemeanor and you actually bust out of prison or some shit,
well, that's the
that's
thing,
like
bro.
that's a movie written by Spike Lee.
Well,
or some
dude,
shit.
you wouldn't go to jail you wouldn't go to prison for a misdemeanor.
Exactly.
So there'd be no reason for you to try
That's
to
why
escape.
I'm saying it would be so insane.
There's no reason for you to try to escape from county jail. That's just ignorant as fuck. Because all you got to do, just serve your 30 days or your fucking 7 days or whatever the hell you've been sentenced to, or just pay your fine and go to court. Pay your bail, go to court. But like, let's say like. If you're in prison, obviously you've done something to warrant it, right? But the guys that escape, they break out and then they kill again. And part of me thinks, I want to believe that if we weren't hunting them down after they got out, maybe they wouldn't kill again. Maybe they would just be reformed and they could just go on their merry way. I know
He broke out. Forget about him.
Yeah, just forget about him, dude. Just pat him on the back.
Whatever.
Give that motherfucker a
What do
trophy.
you mean pat him on
but
the
I'm
back?
always rooting for these people. When there's a prison break, I'm like, oh shit.
Well, dude, I understand
bro, I
that.
hope they never
there's
catch
a
him. And
there's
then
a
you look at
show.
their charges, and it's like, oh, bro, he like killed like 9 children.
There's a show where they break down like individual stories of people breaking out of prison and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember watching this one episode. He broke out and then he got caught because he went 2 miles down the road and was eating at Waffle House.
Dude.
Bro.
Bro, he just wanted a meal.
Still in the jumpsuit. Someone just fucking saw him walked in and called the cops immediately.
Well, yeah, he's in a
As a
jumpsuit.
fucking inmate and you're trying to get some Waffle House.
Bro, I mean, but what are you going to do? Like, how far do you think you're really going to get? Because, like, for one, to get out of those clothes, you can't just ditch them and walk around nude. Okay? You can't do it. Someone's going to call the police.
Dude, you gotta hide in a bush. I'll tell you exactly how you do it. You hide in a bush right outside of I want to say Goodwill just because it's cheaper clothes, but it's also very it's like a charity organization.
have
So
to
maybe
steal.
just hide out. It might be easier to steal from
It's
from
not
Goodwill than Walmart because there's more employees and security and like you can get immediately to the clothes. You could run in there butt naked, fucking run into there, put some clothes on, run into a different restaurant, put the clothes on in the bathroom. Or because you're already naked, you might as well not even go in the
I
bathroom.
like
to
how you told
change.
me how you're going to do it, but, like...
I didn't say I'm doing that. I'm saying if you wanted to,
I mean,
this is
all
how
right.
you do it.
Let's say you walk into Goodwill. You're in your jumpsuit. Somebody's calling the cops. Okay? You walk in there to steal clothes. Okay? You run out. Cops are already coming to the fucking Goodwill. You run in there naked to steal clothes. Someone's coming to the Goodwill. Let's say the cops are coming to the Goodwill. You're hiding in the bushes outside the Goodwill, right? There's a man walking by. Hey, this is the voice coming from the bushes. Yo, you think you can steal me some clothes or can you buy me some clothes? This dude's not buying you shit, bro. He's gonna call the cops on you. Nobody, like, unless like 9 out of 10, okay. 99 out of 100 people, not even 9 out of 10, 99 out of 100 people are going to walk by you, see you whispering in a jumpsuit or butt-ass naked from a bush.
Man in a bush.
There's a naked man or a man in a jumpsuit in a bush asking me to buy him some clothes from the Goodwill.
Hey, man, just buy
Bro, you have a 1 in... bro, I don't even know what the statistic would be, but no one is getting you fucking shit, dude. They are... there's no way you're getting... The cops are being called, you are going to jail. Or you're going to have to run from that location again.
You ever heard of a little thing called the Good Samaritan? You don't believe in that?
I mean, I do, but like, dude, nobody's getting a whispering inmate from a bush, like clothing. It's just not happening. It's no, dude. Like, you have to be fucking of the criminal mind to go like, yeah, bro, I got you.
Help.
Yeah, no, dude, this guy, yeah,
and I can help him. No, you can't. He needs professional.
Also,
help.
as soon as you start helping that man. You also have charges coming because that's aiding and abetting. Yeah, you give a mouse a cookie.
Want some milk.
He wants some milk to go with it. Wash it down with some milk. You give a mouse a cookie. He wants a beer. That mouse wants a beer.
I'd rather have a beer.
He wants clothes and a beer. Yeah, no. You're not getting out. How did we even get on this topic? I'm so lost, dude. I'm trying
to
That
is a story for another day.
I don't know. But
you want to drop some stuff that we are going to be talking about in the next episode?
Yeah, because I think this is a good point to wrap up on. We were actually going to hit
solid.
Yeah, we were going to hit some other stuff, but we ended up going on a tangent. And I think this is great, great stuff. So we're not gonna get to our next topic. We're gonna save it for episode 4, and we're gonna start out with the Lizard Man.
Ooh.
And if you're from South Carolina, you might have heard of him. If you're not from South Carolina, I highly doubt you've heard of him.
You might have seen him.
If you're not from South Carolina?
You might have been with him.
Hey, you might have slept. Have you slept with the Lizard Man?
Have you seen this man?
Yeah. Have you?
Holy shit.
Dude, the Lizard Man is like...
Okay, in all seriousness, can you imagine actually having sex with a reptile humanoid thing?
No.
It has a vagina. It has
How big are its tits?
How big do you want them?
No, I can't. I'm not going to sleep with a snake person, dude.
I can't, no.
That's crazy. You know what, though? It's funny because I guarantee you there's some sickos out there that were definitely, like, into that shit.
Dude, don't ick their yum, or whatever it's called.
Don't ick their yum. What?
I think it's called don't ick my yum or something.
That
or don't
sounds
ick my
gross.
It's like just a phrase that people are saying.
Don't ick my yum.
Whenever they're like, don't. It's like kink shaming.
Right.
But it's just like a phrase for it.
If you're into snake people, I'm definitely kink shaming.
I'm definitely down. Hit me up.
You're down? Are you down to ick yums or lick cums? I'm sorry. As soon as you said ick yum, or
Dude, that was
thinking.
Right there.
I was thinking that I couldn't not let it go. But yeah, next episode we're gonna lead a. So what was that?
I think I might be able to do both.
I think I could handle both of those things. I could handle that.
I just have to review.
All right, I can handle that. All right, I can handle that.
Now he's
bigger than me, taller than me,
and he's older than me and stronger than me.
And his arms a little bit longer than me, but he ain't on a JB song with me.
All
Damn,
right, baby.
That shit was fire, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Jaden Smith rocks. And Justin.
And with that,
we're out.
We're out, baby.
We're out.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Will.
And this is
Scare Me Tender. Good night.
Good night.